Ja się parę było stekerem, nawet tego na błędzie, ale dawa kanapę i poda parę cenzura i taka, no nie wiem, czy chodzi o to samo.
There you are. Confringo. Stupid one. Let's get this over with. You've made your last mistake. You fight about as well as a pumpkin. How no? You almost had as much shot. Arrest them. Get accustomed to that. Arrogant child. Descendo. Confringo. Arrest them. That it. Expelliarmus. Confringo. No! Descendo. You are one less human to worry. Missed me.
Strasznie wygląda wyjaśnię. Ten dobrze będzie. La Pochumbo sono fortemente atrás esto, más que esto, odprawa ya se trata de eso, ¿halo? Ale nawet te trawersy, to samolotu, to są jeszcze mixera podprawiona, teraz to podstępne.
O!
Normalnie to nie muszą. Siódme sobie nawet jak są z podprawa, albo pamiętaj te ciekawe, że wystarczyło, albo pamiętaj te ciekawe, że paszportu, kaj się pisalos. I normalnie w mekentu, ta fajnie daj to Londynes, to ke bramki dziad dojkaj paszportów są, halo? Bo dwa sarodział do odprawa, kaj keres. A paszporto się tu podyno home office, no przecież. Jest na tu co.
Those loyalists deserved what they got.
Couldn't agree more. This is where it happened. We smelled smoke in the middle of the night. When we looked outside, flames were shooting from the estate. Before my uncle and I could stop her, Anne rushed out, racing towards the fire, worried someone had been hurt. She came face to face with a horde of goblins, frantically trying to stamp out the flames. Suddenly, an icy voice drifted out from somewhere in the smoke. Children should be seen and not heard. A blinding blast followed. They didn't even give her a chance to run.
It seems an awfully violent response to a child wandering by. What were they trying to hide?
My thoughts exactly. It may be grasping at bit. And shall we have a look around? They seem to have set up camp here for a specific reason. They have stations for everything.
Revelio.
I've heard that goblin dig sites like these are popping up everywhere.
It's a wonder the ministry isn't doing more. Whose home was this?
Bit abandoned long since I've lived here. Rumour was a Hogwarts professor lived here once, centuries ago.
Ale ja parę
That's all I'd heard.
Revelio.
It might be worth taking a closer look at
I
the house itself.
tam când badani tak ziua dziurki progini, dar să se pare că e na zabavila se pa osnovce progite tereu. Uceavo tradiaki polska kam ne dojte kero privátně i
This
pedele
well
skeraja.
looks familiar.
Pravdeš měl kilom doj vlastně
Sebastian,
I've
I've seen this before. This house, the well, the view.
What do you mean?
Give me a moment. I'll explain in a second. Revelio. Sebastian, over here. Do you think that this was damaged by the fire the night that Anne was cursed?
Could be. But it looks to me as though this was intentional.
Sebastian, this house did belong to a Hogwarts professor hundreds of years ago.
Who? What do you...
I found a pensive that day in the restricted section with a memory that showed this house. There was a little girl and a drought. The keepers have shown me other memories as well. The girl became a Hogwarts professor. Her name was Isadora Morganach. She was one of the keepers.
The keepers? Like in Quidditch? And you found a pensive in the library? I'm not following you.
I realize it's a lot to take in. I'm not even sure I understand it all yet. And no, not like Quidditch. They call themselves keepers because they're protecting some type of knowledge.
Let me see if I've got this straight. You have Ranrock and Rookwood after you because of something you found at Gringotts where you ended up via a portkey. You can see traces of an ancient magic that you think Ranrock is trying to harness. And now you've been witnessing memories left by keepers. Oh, and this house belonged to a Hogwarts professor who was one of these non-Quidditch keepers hundreds of years ago. If I didn't know... Look at this.
Someone piled this here for a reason. Is it blocking something?
Only one way to find out.
Confringo!
Huh, a stairwell. Why bother blocking a stairwell?
There might be something here worth a closer look.
They've left all of this simply strewn about. Tells me they're after something bigger.
A journal entry of Isadora. Seems these journal entries are from Isadora's travels. You're not going to believe this. I can see the Undercroft.
What? A daydream? Because that happens to me too.
I know it sounds strange, but...
Honestly, nothing you say sounds strange to me anymore.
Fair enough. I can see the Undercroft through this stone wall, as though it's a window. This has happened before. I think it's to do with my ability to see traces.
But you said you didn't really understand it.
That's true. What I do know.
I'm tempted to hold my breath. Why would the door lead us here?
Sebastian, look.